Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt. We're going to continue our Seas rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. Excuse me. First and foremost, happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm glad that the work week is finally going through. I know that we're only the second day in, but yeah, slowly but surely it's moving on through. Now, I did get home a little bit late today as if you guys are in the Discord, and I believe I mentioned it in the video before, that I got promoted into a brand new position. So because of that, I have been doing a lot of training and have been staying a little bit later than usual. So today we're only going to be doing our 4 matches because that's about as much time as I have. And then after that, we will shift over to hopefully be 6 matches total. But at least for today's video, we're going to be doing the 4. So I apologize in advance, but it is what it is. I can't really do anything since I'm currently being trained for a cool position at the job. So, with that being said, we are also going to be talking about this weekend's Grand Challenge. And I think I'm going to be using the team that I'm currently using now. If not, I will probably use the team that I did last week, just because of the fact that we had really cool matches that we were able to get through because of that. Now, with the list that I made, I realized that I have a lot of Pokemon that actually answer a lot of these. So I find it very funny that 2 Pokemon in particular pretty much has everything that I've been looking that I'm currently dealing with now. And it's hilarious. I'll introduce those later on, most likely at the end, just because of the fact that if I were to add those to the team now, it might clutter a couple of things and it doesn't really solve anything specific outside of what we dealt with yesterday. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our 4 matches. I know it's kind of short and I apologize, but I have to come home, record for you guys, and then go to bed because I have to get up to do some more training. So yay me. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into our matches. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we've got something at the end for you as well. Can't wait. Okay, so we have Shiftry, Mudsdale, Mimikyu, Crabominable, Araquanid, and Rhydon. Okay. We do have some options here, but I'm probably looking at a Trick Room team for sure. So what's the best option here? Like seriously, what's the best option here? Could fake out into Mimikyu, but that's not going to do anything. You know what? I think we still have options. Do Frigarath, Arcanine, Rotom, and Sableye. That's who I'll go with. Now here's the plan, right? Frigarath, like I was trying to make it so that I can knock out right away Mimikyu, right? And I could do it with Archelodon and having like an attacker be right next to it, but then anyone that I bring up next to him would become part of the problem. With this, because we have Araquanid and Rhydon, so we don't have to worry about that problem anyway, but we're gonna have okay, so Clear Amulet on the Araquanid. Does a little bit of stuff. But I was also thinking about doing Imprison. So this way it actually helps us out quite a bit. Araquanid gets hurt by that a lot. Let's Will-O-Wisp the Araquanid so we can drop its attack. Although Rock Slide is probably like the better option, I want to be able to burn these 2. But I also do not want to take so much of damage from a rock type Pokemon like Rhydon, and we don't want to get hit with liquidation from Araquanid. Okay, so they Terra as well. Goes to Araquanid, and it goes from water to even more water. I like that. So maybe going up, double up on the thing. Okay, Protect on the Farafrig. Will-O-Wisp. Water Bubble. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I wasn't sure if that would actually do what I think it did. But now that I know that it does that, I don't have to worry about it too much. Okay. Swap to No, I'm just gonna let Parafrig go down. As much as I don't want it to, I'm gonna have to let it. Do it this way. Will-O-Wisp to Rhydon. So now it's burnt. Did Rock Slide before, so suggested the physical attacker. Foul play. Decent damage against the Arachnid. Oh, Swords Dance. Ooh. With it being burnt, it's actually kind of good that I did that. Soak. Turns that type to water. Okay. Interesting. Okay, Rock Slide misses Rhydon, hits the Arachnid. That's a decent amount of damage. Foul play comes in after that. Does not get the KO, gets really, really close. Leech Life goes into Parafrig, does a little bit of damage. Almost half. It gets him by. Oh, that's annoying. Swords Dance. I don't like that, Rhydon. Your stuff was halved, and now I think at +4 it's back to normal. So I don't like that at all. So we're gonna go this way. We're gonna Rock Slide, hopefully hit both, and I'm going to hit Rhydon right in the face. Now I don't recall Rhydon's abilities. For some reason, Lightning Rod comes to mind. Rhydon flinch, cannot move. Arachnid flinch, cannot move. Let's go. Absolutely gaming here. Let's go. We'll just do spread and foul play. Okay, wide card. Interesting. If you had that this entire time, why didn't you use it before? But unfortunately, Rhydon is going to go down here. Play, Rhydon, it goes down. Alright. Out comes Mimikyu. Shiny, let's go. Hit you. And I'm gonna burn Mimikyu. Wisp. I am hitting those. Literally hitting those. I will take that all day. No wide guard, so it's good. Probably gonna set up the Trick Room now, but it's not like the best case scenario. I mean, it could be good for them. It did. Okay. Mimikyu twisted the dimensions. So Mimikyu's burnt, so it's not gonna do anything now. Shiftry. Interesting. I kind of want to do this and just this in the Shiftry. Shiftry's faster. And Imprison. Maybe he burns myself. I'm okay with. Knock off. I'm okay with that. Safety goggles goes off. Flare Blitz and a Shiftry. Brings it down to Sash. That's still Sash after being burnt. That's cool. That's really cool, actually. And we'll go ahead and bring out Sableye. Sableye will go ahead and burn Shiftry. Actually, Does Quash make him go first or last? Let's try Quash. And let's Rock Slide. Oh, he's Dark type. Okay. Interesting. I did not know that. That's interesting. Knock off. Arcanine goes down. Okay. Okay. Come on out, Rotom. Gravity. Well, do I need to do gravity now? Probably not, right? Yeah, let's still do gravity. And I'm gonna go after Shiftry. Gravity. Rough. It's a little bit more damage to Mimikyu. Hydro Pump. Mimikyu is burnt. And the game's over. Wash. Makes Mimikyu go last. Hydro Pump. Opposite Disguise, which I've been trying to do this entire time. Will-O-Wisp on the Sableye. That's fine, burn it. It's not as an attacker. Although having Fake Out on the list and me not clicking it very much, just because I have to deal with other Fake Out targets or other Pokemon in general that would just take advantage of that, makes it really, really hard for me to use it. So that's why. Shadow Sneak. Okay. Good job on the Quash. But Hydro Pump with 100% accuracy will knock out Mimikyu. I love the fact that we created a 100% accurate move, and it's Hydro Pump. Finally, Hydro Pump can go in and do exactly what it's been trying to do this entire time. Not worry about an accuracy check. It just 100% hits. It's so cool. Okay, we have Incineroar, Sneasler, Alolan Ninetales, Glimmora, Grimmsnarl. Wow, that took me a little bit. And Dragonite. Okay, let's see. So, in this particular matchup, we do have a couple of Pokemon that we could realistically deal with. Bring in Sableye and Lilligant, Arcanine, and I'm kind of think of Archelodon. But I think that would be like the wrong thing to do. Instead, we're going to bring in Farigiraf because I believe Grimmsnarl is going to be doing a ton of stuff. So if they open up Grimmsnarl, we kind of have to swap gears a little bit. We're going to try to knock it out as like turn one as we possibly can. Set up Gravity or do Fake Out or something like that. We just need to make sure that we're doing something to put us ahead almost immediately. We do not have Tailwind, and we barely have someone that can set up Trick Room. So whatever we do, we need to really decide what's going to be the best course of action, because if we don't and we try to play multiple strats at the same time, we're going to get confused and not be able to do anything. All right, so they have Grimmsnarl and Sneasler. So what I want to do is Fake Out Sneasler. No. Bringing in both my supporters was a bad idea. It really was. Close combat. Okay, good. Good. Fake out's gonna fail. Thunder wave. That's what I want to try to prevent, but I can't. I can't do it. There's just no way for me to do it. This combat hits the Grimmsnarl. It's a lot of damage. That is absolutely a lot of damage. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and gravity. Era. I want to sleep powder the Sneasler. Because it's not going to be able to knock me out, and I think Reflect is going to come up now. So if I start doing status effects now, I should be able to come up with something. And in the following turn, I can either burn Sneasler or put Grimmsnarl to sleep, but I just need to make sure that I do not get hit with Dire Claw. That knocks me out now, because it's a poison type move. It's a light screen. Interesting. Gravity. That's fine, I don't really care. It's that. That's what I want to try to prevent. And because I'm paralyzed, I can't get a secondary effect. There you go. Have one of those. Now that Sneasler's asleep, it does have a way of coming back the following, like, waking up turn 1. But at least this way, I'll have an easier time dealing with it. Rock a little wider. Take that. Okay, Sneaser's still fast asleep. Didn't move because paralyzed. Okay. I'm okay with this. So I'm gonna swap out now. Bring in Furgraph to get rid of my minuses and to stop Grimmsnarl from doing Thunder Wave. Sneaser's still asleep. Good job. Stay asleep. Slide. Knocks down Grimmsnarl. So they've seen all 4 of mine. I have now seen 3 of theirs. Glimmora comes out. Double into Sneasler. It probably has Unburden, so as long as it stays asleep, we'll be fine. But if it wakes up now, I'm kind of in trouble. Hopefully it doesn't. Now I'm also going to hit with Power Gem or Meteor Beam from Glimmora, which is probably going to take down Arcanine. Here comes the Terra. Grass. Okay. Not sure what that's supposed to do. Sneaser's still asleep. Let's go. Flare Blitz on the Sneasler, knocks it down to just barely an HP left. Let's go. Spin. Okay. Poison damage. I could see. Poison dot damage. But now I can't be put to sleep. Sneasler goes down. don't get me wrong, this is still a lot of damage. I'm taking a lot of damage right now. I'm absolutely taking a lot. Ninetales. Okay. Protect and Trick Room. Ninetales is faster than I am. And I'm also going to set up for Indy, or not Indy, but Lilligant in the back. Or Beam, or Meteor Beam. Power Herb. Okay. Gravity returns to normal. Protect on Fergraph. This is just so that I can set up for Lilligant that's in the back. That's all I need to do. Lilligant, or Fergraph right now can attack anything on the field as it wants to. Power. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I could do something against Ninetales. Because I'm paralyzed, my speed is halved. Okay, it's double into that slot. Alright, Lilligant, it's all up to you. Close combat hits. It's a decent amount, but it's not enough. A decent amount. Power play. That is nothing. Again, Hyper Voice would be perfect here. Hyper Voice would have been perfect here. This is a loss. Now, there was a good chance that I could have attacked into Glamora and got the KO with Ice Spinner, but it was not looking good for us. Because the only Pokemon I have left is Sableye, and he has no attacks. Yes, Fake Out, that's cool, but that's it. All he got. So they were able to withstand my onslaught. I think the tide turning was me doing Trick Room, thinking that I was slower than Glamora, and that was not the case. I know that I was not going to be able to beat Alolan Ninetales, and in this game, Helping Hand would have been really, really helpful, because then that might have helped me knock out either Ninetales or Glamora. I think Glamora probably would have been like the bigger target to take down first, than to take down Ninetales, because Ninetales couldn't do a whole lot to me, and even if I burnt it to make sure that wasn't able to do anything, it seemed to just want to spam Blizzard and nothing else. So that's something to consider. I could have also brought in Rotom that entire time. I think Rotom, if he was like the opener, I would have been in much better shape. Because if I would have brought in Rotom and Sableye, I could have Terra Steeled and just applied a bunch of pressure, but I didn't see that at the time because I was very concerned about Glamora and I was very concerned about Alola Ninetales. Everything else seemed to be okay-ish, and we were able to play around it for quite a while. But yeah, I think those were the ones I should have been focusing on, and not what I have was. And especially bringing in Farigiraf. Like, getting that turn 1 Thunder Wave made it so hard. Absolutely hard. Okay, so we have Farigiraf, Alola Ninetales, Barascuta, I think that's how you say it. Basculegion, Rillaboom, and Tyranitar. Okay. Interesting. Let's do Sableye and Rotom right off the bat. Lilligant, and I think coming in with Archelodon's better. I think that's better because then I don't take as much water attacks. Dragon's resistant to water. Steel is neutral to it, so it'll just be resisted attacks. So I think that's going to be my best course of action. Them having Farigiraf either turns on Trick Room or turns it off. And they have 2 weather setters, one being snow and the other one's being sand. And both I can work with in and without. So we should be a-okay there. Plus, we're probably going to end up Taro right off the bat for Rotom. So we just really needed to see, we need to see which one's going to be the best one to pick for Rotom for the Terra type. If we need to go Terra, then we can. But if we, especially if they bring out Sand, right? We need to be able to cycle in through that. And then we also need to swap out safely if we need to, so we can reset the attack. Okay, T-Tar, Farigiraf. Okay. I think we're good. We'll do Gravity, Terra, Hydro Pump into T-Tar. I don't think they're going to be looking at this right away. I think they might want to set up Trick Room. That's my guess. Could also have it just so that they don't receive like the burn. We're going to Terra Steel, so now I take advantage of that. No Terra on their side, so this is definitely going to hit like a lot. Hit. Hydro Pump into T-Tar. Does not get the KO, gets really, really close though. Procs the berry. Citrus Berry right off the bat. Rock Slide. Expanding Force. Okay. Swap to Archelodon. That's okay. We're gonna go right into T-Tar again. Expanding Force on Farigiraf. That's interesting. That's very, very, very interesting. Are you gonna terrestrialize T-Tar or just gonna keep him on the field? Withdrew Farigiraf, allowing priority hits now. Out comes Rillaboom. Okay. Grassy Seed. So it gets a defense boost. Come back Sableye. Come on out Archelodon. Terra goes on T-Tar. Flying. I did a lot of damage before. It's gonna go down. It is flying. Gravity is actually gonna pull it right back down because it can't sit in the air anymore. Hydro Pump. Down goes T-Tar. And Rillaboom's the only one that's buffed. And Rotom now gets free healed because he's on the ground. Ninetales. Flash Cannon. Hydro Pump. Do Ninetales. Take out. Okay. Thank you for the stamina boost. Aura Veil. Now, if only I had Defog. Hydro Pump. Oh, that's still a lot of damage. Blanchard cannot move. Flash Cannon. Actually, let's go ahead and Body Press. You, because I'm going to take down Ninetales now. Ninetales protects. Good call. Hydro Pump goes into the protect. High horsepower. Rotom still stands tall. See, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. Biggest boy. Flash Cannon there. I'm going to swap to Sableye because I think you're going to do it again. Because you're not going to do it to Archelodon because you don't want to give him too many boosts, which I think you're going to want to attack into him anyway. Swap to from Rotom so I can switch his attack. Bring out Sableye. Freeze Dry. Adverse Power. Hit by the Rocky Helmet. Flash Cannon. Down goes Ninetales. How many turns of gravity do I have left? I didn't check. I should have probably checked that before I made that play. Okay, we're in bad. We're not in bad shape, but we are definitely worse off. Definitely worse off. Okay, Burgraph, and I'll bring out Lilligant. My last. Okay. So we'll Snarl, Ice Spinner into Rillaboom. If it hits, probably will go down. Well, it has a defense boost. That's right. It does have a defense boost. They haven't used their Terra yet, but I don't think that matters too much at the moment. Okay, Ice Spinner goes off, hits the Rillaboom, does a decent amount of damage, but it does take away the grass field, and they can't bring it back. High horsepower on the Archelodon. Does a considerable amount of damage. Snarl. Drops the special attack on the Rillaboom, and Force. This is gonna hurt. Okay, so we're gonna do it again. And I'm gonna attack into Rillaboom. Please hit. Please hit. Come on, hustle. Yes, let's go. Lilligant coming in clutch with the hustle, with the damage boosts and all of that. It's dope. Snarl. -2. Active Voice. Lilligant goes down. Archelodon now gets another stamina boost. The snow stopped. And now we bring out Rotom back. Alright. Snarl and no, Terra Blast. That's 2 times. Why not? Terra Blast, Terra Steel, right into Rigarath. Yeah, it's neutral. It's fine. It was fine being neutral. Neutral means that it does still the allotted amount of damage, so it's not super effective, but you know, if I did Hydro Pump, it is 1.5 because it's stab. If I did Thunderbolt, it would be 1.5 because it's also stab. So why not do the Terra Blast? Because it gets boosted twice to neutral. So cannot be faulted for that. Okay. Ooh. Alolan Ninetales, Incineroar, Dragonite, Garchomp, King Gambit, and Amoonguss. I think this is Paul Chua's team from Baltimore. Like everyone's using this team, bro. It is. Oops. Don't want to do that. Everyone's using it. It's kind of hard to counter, but it's also very easy to counter if you know what you're looking for and what you're doing. With this particular team, it's going to be really, really hard since I don't have Lapras or anyone that could do selected ice damage anymore. So I'm just kind of like really on edge to begin with. Let's bring in Sableye, Lilligant, Arcanine, and Rotom. We'll leave Archelodon and Farigiraf in the back. So Farigiraf would be great here if we had to deal with extreme speed, but a lot of people are switching from inner focus to multi-scale, and they're not focusing on extreme speed anymore. It's still a good move, don't get me wrong, but it's not as hard hitting as it was before. Sableye Lilligant versus Ninetales and Incineroar. Intimidate goes off, which is totally fine. Boo 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 boo. Let's fake out Incin, and I'm just gonna go ahead and close combat it right in the face. Okay, that's fine. I thought that I was faster, but nope. Wizard. Oh, Lilligant. And you got the freeze on the Sableye? I should just leave. There's no way. Absolutely no way. Ugh. Alright, let's bring out Arcanine. I'm so used to Covert Cloak. I should really put Covert Cloak on Sableye, so I don't have to deal with these secondary effects anymore. Ugh, that's so rough. Do Gravity just so I can kind of... Alright, Rock Slide. Ugh. Just ugh. Losing a ton of health on Sableye, but also get the freeze on top of it. That sucks. That stinks. I should have just did the straight across fake out. I would have, like, Lilligant would have survived there. I would not have got hit by Blizzard. Well, that stinks. Blizzard. Sableye lives with 4 HP. Let's go. Rock Slide. Knock off. Yeah, knock off Sableye. It's totally fine. He's got nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. Come on out, Rotom. Terra Blast. You Rock Slide. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. You're gonna freeze dry Rotom and it's not gonna work because I'm gonna use my Terra. It took 2.5 mods to take care of 2 mods on their side. It might be like the biggest trade of the century, but I don't know if that's actually gonna be true because Garchomp and Dragonite could be in the back. Blizzard. Okay, Rock Slide. That's double KO. If it's Dragonite and Garchomp, they won. Because now I'm locked into Terra Blast, and I can't swap out now. Oh, but it failed. Well, does that work? Garchomp? They literally can't hit Rotom. Oh God, I'm so... Am I locked into this? I am. Okay. I am, so that's unfortunate. Let's protect here. Terra, this is gonna go to Dragonite to make it blind. Yep. It's got multi-scale, so I can't really do anything at the moment. I'm gonna protect on Arcanine. Earthquake does nothing. Does nothing to Rotom. Levitate. Oh, that does. Drop speed? Nope. I'm gonna Rock Slide. It doesn't matter. Earthquakes are come in. It's not gonna do anything to Dragonite or Rotom, but it is gonna hurt a lot for Arcanine. Super effective. I had to pick. Do I want to deal with Freeze Dry and have no Terra Blast against? That's also not very effective against Rotom. Now, unfortunately, Dragonite's gonna win because I have to hit it 3 times just to get a KO. 1 for multi-scale, 2 to actually do quite a bit of damage, and the 3rd one to actually get the KO. But it attacks first, so here comes Terra Blast, Terra Flying, which did a considerable amount. Yeah. Dang. The freeze, though. The freeze. If I didn't get frozen there and Sableye was just like rendered useless at that point, I probably would have had like an easier time of winning. Because Quash could have done something, right? It stops the blizzards coming out from Ninetales, and I already outsped the Incineroar. So if I was able to stop that from doing its thing, quash it, and make it like not do anything, I would have been able to knock them both out because they would have spent that time knocking out that Pokemon, or knocking out Sableye to begin with. But if I did not get frozen, quash, I get a free attack in, they take an extra turn to get that stuff done. But then I go quash the next turn, and then they go down, and I have 3 Pokemon to their 2. And then that would have done something, because then I can then go quash the Dragon or the Garchomp, and means that I attack faster than Dragonite. Supposedly, I don't know if that's the actual case, but that's my theory. I would say my game theory, but I don't think MatPat ever played Pokemon. I would love it if he did. That'd be great. Matt, come out of retirement and play Pokemon already, okay? Not make it theory, but play VGC. I think you would have a grand old time. He's a numbers guy. This dude could easily figure out the meta and just be like, I'm going to be the next world champion, because he knows figures and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure he could like dissect this way faster than I can. And I don't even know how he can. Well, I can dissect stuff pretty. Actually, it's pretty slowly. Pretty slowly, only because of the fact that like I have dyslexia. So when I'm reading stuff, sometimes it's like it doesn't click, and so I have to read it again, or like try to get like a second or a third opinion. Especially in this hobby, so many websites have different opinions and different things for everything. It's weird. It's super weird. I just wish Pokemon came out with their own thing and said, hey, this is what this attack does, this is what this ability does, and have everything listed instead of us just kind of like in the dark. We have to reverse engineer their entire game just so that we can get the answers that they should obviously give us right off the bat. That's just me. And that, ladies and gents and Pokefans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. Again, I apologize that it's going to be really short, even though yesterday I did say that we're going to go back to 6s. I wasn't 100% sure what's going to be required of me when going into the training for the new position. So I apologize for underestimating the amount of effort and time that I would need to take to be fully invested into my new position. So first and foremost, I'm sorry. Second, I have a couple of answers for you of the questions that I had not too long ago. And that was, what Pokemon fit the roles of Tailwind, Dark types or Terras, Knockoff, Weather Setter, and Haze? Those literally fit into 2 different Pokemon, and they're both Dark types. One has Tailwind and Haze on it, and that's Murkrow. Murkrow was someone that we just got done using last season, and the season before that, we just got done doing the secondary Pokemon, which is Tyranitar, the first Pokemon that we actually ended up going against in today's video. Both of those answers 90% of this. My list from yesterday, 90% of the list was answered by those 2 alone. How am I going to incorporate those 2 into the team? I have no idea. If I did one, I wouldn't be able to do the other. If I did both, my entire team mechanic would look obviously outlandish, because then it would be completely like trying to deal with size spam, but at the same time, there's 2, maybe 3 supporters in the entire team, only leaving 3 more slots to actually do damage. So while I do appreciate like those 2 fitting in all of the roles, they're not fully into it unless I was to take this note and go, okay, this is what I need. And those 2 would immediately be put into the team because it answers all of those things and I don't have to worry about it. I still want to do the water, fire, grass core, and I believe I have that here. And yeah, so there's all of that. Second thing I wanted to list is we are getting further into the video. My apologies, I had to get back over to my spot. The Grand Challenge video. We're at match 6 so far. Hopefully, there's 16 matches that I have to go through, and it takes quite a long time to get through these matches now, since I have to do the back door and stuff like that. So it's going to take me a little bit longer to get done. Lastly, I know exactly what I'm going to make for the 500 sub video. I thought about it long and hard. And lastly, the thing that I want to mention is that I will be finally recording the 500 sub special. I know exactly what I want to do. I felt like this was like the best course of action to go with it. So instead of telling you more details, just keep your eye on the horizon and I will post it when it's ready. It is something that I want to be as a special occasion. No, it's not going to be like a couple of months down the road. That would be idiotic, but I do want to create something from me, from the heart, and I want it to mean something, and I'm hoping you guys like it. So without further ado, that's all that I've got for you. I want to thank you guys for watching. And if you guys want to show appreciation for what I do, either on this channel or for the show or the video specifically, please leave a like. Comment down below what you guys think, what you guys liked of today's video. Let me know what you guys think of doing for the Grand Challenge. I'm not going to copy your teams. I'm going to run in with my own team, and I'm super excited. I'm hoping to be able to play this weekend. I do have to work overtime unless they cancel it on Wednesday, which I hope they do, but they probably won't. Numbers have been kind of bad lately, but it's only because we have lots of new trainees, and myself included. So we're not able to hit numbers consistently, but they might still have us not come in on Saturday. However, I'm still going to try to do all the fights as much as I can. I'm not going to sacrifice the daily content for you guys as much as I already have. So I'm going to do my best to keep up on that and compete in the Grand Challenge too. I don't think I'll hit first place, but I definitely want to see what things would have done if I changed up a couple of things. So with that being said, I just hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all tomorrow. Hopefully we'll do 6 matches. And if we do, awesome. If we don't, well, that sucks. I'm hoping that this doesn't last for very long. But first and foremost, or at least above all, please stay hydrated. Please stay cool or warm, depending on where you're at. Don't forget to sub. It does help out the channel do all the YouTubey things. All those things should have lit up on the screen. I mean, you guys could light up the screen too. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for your continued support. And I'll come up with something, another goal that we could possibly hit before the year is done. The grand goal is still hit the YouTube plaque. And while I would love to have the snowball continue, I think that's a little too much. So we'll make something a little bit more feasible. But for now, again, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, take care. Peace.